No doubt in my mind, Mike McCarthy been suppressed in a way by the Jones family, but neither here nor there. Let's listen to this audio.
Criticism coming your way seems to be in a veiled way from the man who signs your checks, to be very honest with you. Jerry Jones, in a story written on DallasCowboys.com, was talking about Dan Quinn coming back to your fold and mentioning how Sean Payton and Jason Garrett stuck around for a long time as assistants in Dallas because, quote, every one of those three coaches have said they'd love to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. So my point is that has, in my mind, a lot of logic as to why they might not take a job now rather than one or wait and see how the cards go in the future. The follow-up question was kind of obvious. Like, what about your current head coach, Mike McCarthy? And the quote was, Mike knows that someday somebody other than him will be coach of the Cowboys. What do you think about that supposition?
Rich come with the Thor's hammer, and he swings it and he lands it on Mike McCarthy with this, hey, what do you think about what Jerry Jones said? That, hey, you won't be the coach forever, basically. My goodness.
Coach Mike McCarthy.
Oh, so we have an hour, correct?
The floor is yours. The time's yours, as Andy Reid might say in the media. So, what do you think?
Well, I think it's a number of things. I mean, I think number one, I think it's every landscape in this league is different. I've been very fortunate to work at two of the premier organizations in pro football. And they're all different. So and I think clearly in this in this situation, the way things are done here, there's a bigger picture focus, and I've always frankly just keep it about winning, and I've always kind of taken a blind eye or blind ear to those things. But that's not the case when you work here.
Mike McCarthy. Iron Mike McCarthy at this point. I was calling him Unsullied Mike, right? And now when we look at everything and we hearing what he's saying, basically what he's saying is that, hey, he's about winning. And he turned a blind eye and a deaf ear to most of the things that pretty much the Jones family been doing as it relates to interfering and meddling with what he do as it relates to coaching. Can't make this stuff up. And shout out to my guy, Boss Cowboy and Big Game James in DOC. When we was listening into this on the final word, I said, man, this went over me because I didn't get a chance to do this evaluation. Oh my goodness. Mike got his back against the wall. Remember what I said. Two things can happen for Mike McCarthy. The information that the Jones family came out with the situation and scenario with Sean Payton and whatever they did with Kellen Moore saga could either inflate or deflate Mike McCarthy. Those are the two things.
When you look at those type of comments, I think you have to understand, the platform where they're coming from. I mean, I have an excellent relationship with Jerry Jones. We talk on a regular basis about everything and anything. But when I look at the comments, I mean, the thing about Dan, Dan Quinn being here was very important to me and our organization. I think it's the reality of it is, Dan and I had visited long before he ever took a head coach interview, frankly, long before the playoffs even started, about how happy he is here. Obviously when he took the interview, and then this narrative broke out. I think in reflection to the relationship that Dan and I do have, he just said, hey man, if I'm not comfortable with this narrative, if you really feel like I need to take one of these jobs, just be honest with him. And we kind of laughed about it, and I just said, Dan, 10 to 12 years ago, I'd tell you, please get the hell out of here. I don't want to deal with this. The reality of it is I'm about winning. He's about winning. And the best thing for the Cowboys is for Dan Quinn to be here. And, obviously it was his decision.
Ooh-wee. Mike McCarthy. Snitching Mike, baby. Now you want to come out with this great information as relates to that Dan Quinn thought about leaving because of the narrative, because of the pressure, because of the information that was being sullied and denigrated about the head coaching, and on top of that by the infrastructure, right? This is a lot of mess, and I believe a lot of people will not touch this. I believe a lot of people will not go into great details about this. This is deep. Are the Cowboys really about winning? Or is it about selling tickets, merch, being in the spotlight? Because he just said, hey, if it was 12 years ago, maybe 5 to 10 years ago, I would have told the guy, man, get on up out of here, man. Because save yourself from all of the mess that's going on with the Dallas Cowboys. How in the world Mike McCarthy go live talking about this? Oh my goodness, man. This is total pandemonium.
I understand, how hard it is to win a Super Bowl. And so the best thing for us, one of the best, for our opportunity to be at the forefront of how we want to do it here, it's having Dan Quinn. So, as far as what happens next and all that, I think that's really just part of the landscape. Jerry's the owner, he's the GM, and I've been at this long enough. That's all I'm focused on. And I think the players, the coaches, football operations is my main hold. I'm the leader of this football team, and I'm about winning, and that's all I've ever focused on, and that's all I ever will focus on. And are these narratives unusual? Yeah, absolutely. I've never dealt with anything like this. Do I wish I didn't have to come on here and answer questions about it? Yeah, no doubt about it. I wish we were talking about something else, but it is part of our landscape.
Man, my goodness, man. Shout out to Rich Eisen, man, for throwing those hard balls and out to Coach Mike McCarthy. And Mike McCarthy is just sitting out there swinging, just a swinging. He said it's unusual, all of these narratives, and he's about winning. And this organization, collectively speaking, is not about that. It's about other things. I don't know if things go sour that Mike McCarthy stays. It is not due to the hand of what his desire is. It's going to be the hand of Jerry Jones. A lot of things about to change. And we'll find out if this is only lip services. We'll find out real quickly about that. My goodness. Now, there's always two sides to every conversation, right? Two sides of the coin. So I want to know how you guys feel about it, or three sides, his story, their story, and the truth, right? Somewhere in there, really. But I want to know how you guys feel about this. My thing is, overall, my goodness, you're talking about a guy that's swinging and fighting. It could be good for us because now he's saying it. I'm about winning. I ain't about all of that marketing stuff, all of the interviews and going here and going there. I'm about winning the football game. And Dan Quinn, since you came to me and saying that, hey, you would like to leave, man, I normally would tell you to leave, but man, I'm about winning. I know I need somebody in my corner like you. And we had this conversation before. So I need you to stay. That's what I'm looking at, this whole conversational piece about. Jones family, please keep your hands off the coaching. Stop meddling. Right? Y'all post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. But this is crazy. DC for life, all day, every day. Salute.